What's up, you guys? Of course, I'm DJ Cass, and I am back with the regular show review. And I know I got one more review coming up after this video, but let's go ahead and review this one. This was called Win That Prize, and this episode revolved all around Pops. We kicked off the episode with, I actually thought was the most disturbing thing I'd ever seen Pops go through. Like, just him dying right there, which I thought was a really good cliffhanger, because that really gets you excited, like what this episode could bring and what are we likely to see. So yeah, we're at the house, and Pops wants everybody to go with him on Win That Prize, but they're not really all into it. So Pops, he actually goes on his own to the studio, studio's YZB, and apparently he tells the security guard he wants directions to get to the stage. And I don't even remember what the directions were. Here's the thing. I think we all know that if Pops can't remember it, then that means we're not going to remember it. But yeah, and apparently, I don't know what it was, but for some reason, Pops, he gets lost on his way to the game show, and apparently Pops, he gets lost on a Spanish show, he gets lost on Roger, he gets lost on RGB2, he gets lost to Carter and Bridge show, and he still can't win that prize. And then as he's trying to find the place, he gets hungry, and then he smells bacon, which bacon is very good, people. Yeah, and of course it looks like they're shooting this show. And Pops, he just went on that show and he just ate the bacon. Like, he just ate it. Like, he didn't care, not at all, if it was his or not. But yeah, he ate it, and one of the managers, I guess, sees Pops on TV, and she's like, Pops, you are the greatest thing to walk into this studio and on this stage. So when I heard that she was going to give Pops a job, I'm like, a job? I was like, Pops, a job? And all because he was basically spewing out random stuff. He was basically spewing out random stuff, but to them it made sense. So she gave him a kiss. I don't even know what that was needed for. See, guys, Pops, he can be a ladies' man. We already know he's a guy, so that's established. But anyway, yeah, and of course, as the episode goes on, apparently Pops puts on the suit, and I'm looking at senior director or something like that. I was like, yeah, look at corporate Pops, like, giving those ideas. The big boss man. Boss Pops. And all this happened within a day. And he was already getting old and old and old, because everybody just wants to get ideas from him. Everybody wants to know what his thoughts are on these awful, awful shows. And apparently, as the day goes by, he's still trying to get him to win that prize, which I thought was funny. But yeah, apparently the president wants to see him. He goes sees the president, and he was old as you know what. Like that wasn't even grandpa old. That was just like old, just old. And he whispers to Pops by saying, I have to watch all these monitors, and I finally found a way out. And I thought that was kind of weird and kind of uncomfortable. I don't know if you guys felt that way, but he just dies, and Pops now has to take his place. And then as Pops was looking at the screen, he falls out. Some of the guys come and see it, and then the body turns out to be a dummy. Which here's the thing, we really don't, and I'll even admit this, I don't really give Pops as much credit for being smart, even though he's had some character development of his own through some seasons, but they never really put the emphasis on how smart Pops can be, because he's always goofy. So I thought showing Pops' intelligence in this episode, the way he got out, at first he had him disguised like one of the makeup artists, which that guy can make anybody out of anybody. He can make anybody look like anybody. Either way, he was great. And then as some of the security guards are looking for him, they think they found Pops. As they're looking for Pops, they see the guy that they fired, the makeup artist they fired, but it turns out it was the real one, and they had fired the fake artist that was actually Pops. And Pops finally gets his way out, and he wins a gallon of milk. Worst prize you could ever win. Not the Pops, though. And Pops escapes, and all that happened within a day, and that was Win That Prize. Overall thoughts on this episode, I mean, I thought it was there. Not really much to write home about. Like I said, if there's one aspect I will take away from this episode, at least Pop did get some screen time, because Pops, we haven't had really many episodes where it's just like Pops and what he's been going through. So yeah, I thought that was fine. But yeah, overall, it's kind of a meh episode. As far as I'm concerned, that was my Radio Show review, and I'll see you around.